Hello, guys. Welcome back to another exciting episode. I'm thrilled to have you with us today. We've got some amazing discussions lined up that you definitely won't want to miss. So grab a seat, kick back, and let's dive right in. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. This is Emma, and you're listening to Let's Talk About English podcasts.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Ben here. I'm so pumped for today's topic. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get into it.
Yeah, exactly. Today we're diving into something that a lot of people struggle with when learning a new language, training your brain to think in English. It's a whole thing, right, Ben?
Oh, totally. I've been there. At first, it feels like your brain is fighting you every step of the way. But there are some awesome techniques that can help with that, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
Exactly. And trust me, guys, it's not as hard as it sounds. You just need to change how you approach learning and make a few tweaks to how you think. It's all about immersion, but in a way that doesn't make you feel overwhelmed.
For real. So let's start with the basics. What does it mean to train your brain to think in English? Because honestly, it's not just about translating word for word from your native language.
Right. When you're learning a new language, your brain tends to fall back on what's familiar. So if you're thinking in your first language, that's going to slow down the process. But the goal is to start thinking directly in English without needing to translate.
Yeah, and that takes time. It's like anything else. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You just have to stick with it and not get discouraged when you make mistakes.
Exactly. So let's jump into some vocabulary that'll help with this. Once you're able to start using these phrases and expressions naturally, thinking in English becomes way easier.
Oh, for sure. Let's get into some common phrases that you'll hear all the time in everyday conversations. These are the types of expressions that'll help you sound more fluent and less stiff when speaking.
So let's start with one that's pretty common. What's up? It's a casual way to ask someone how they're doing, right?
Yep, totally. Instead of saying, "How are you?" we usually say, "What's up?" or "What's going on?" It's super casual and you'll hear it everywhere.
And another one is hang in there. It's like telling someone to stay strong, don't give up. You'd use it when someone's going through a tough time.
Right? It's like saying, "I know things are tough right now, but keep going, you got this." So it's not just about the words, it's about the feeling behind them, right?
Exactly. That's why it's so important to pay attention to the context in which these phrases are used. The meaning of the words can change depending on the situation.
All right, so we've talked about a few common phrases, but now let's dive into some examples. The ones that people tend to mess up, even if they've been learning English for a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure. One mistake I hear all the time is when people mix up I'm good and I'm well. So what's the deal with that, Ben?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. So, I'm good is totally fine when you're talking about how you feel like, hey, how are you? And you say, I'm good. That works for sure.
But when you're talking about your health, it's a little different, right?
Exactly. You want to say, I'm well when you're talking about how you're doing health-wise. Like, how are you? And you respond, I'm well, thanks. It's a more formal way to say you're feeling healthy.
Yeah, but in casual conversations, I'm good is totally fine. Don't stress about it. It's just one of those things where, depending on the context, it might sound a little off.
Right, and another one is I have been versus I've been. A lot of people get confused with this one. So what's the difference, Emma?
Oh, that one trips people up for sure. So, I have been is the full form, and I've been is just the contraction, right? They mean the same thing, but I've been is way more common in casual conversation.
Yeah, so it's like I have been working all day versus I've been working all day. The second one sounds way more natural, right?
Exactly. Nobody really says the full I have been unless they're really emphasizing something or being formal.
Oh, and don't even get me started on theirs versus there are. So many people mix that one up. Like, there's many people. That's a no-go.
Yeah, it's there are many people because you're talking about a plural subject, but you'd say there's one person because it's a singular subject.
Exactly. And you'll hear people mess that up all the time, especially when they're just starting out. But honestly, that's the kind of stuff that becomes second nature once you start thinking directly in English.
Yep. And once you get the hang of it, it's like you're speaking without even thinking about it. And that's the goal, right? To get to a point where it's just natural.
For sure. And let's not forget about slang. You know, the little phrases that really make you sound like a local. I'm talking about stuff like, I'm down for that, or no cap.
Oh man, no cap is such a good one. It means no lie or for real. Like if someone says, I'm down for that, no cap, it means they're 100% in, no doubt about it.
Yep, totally. And I'm down for that is just a way of saying I'm in or I'm up for it. So if your friend invites you to go out and you want to say yes, you'd say, I'm down. It's super casual and it just flows.
Exactly. And another one is low key. You know, like when you're kind of excited, but not really trying to show it too much.
Yeah, like I'm low-key excited for this party, but you're not shouting it from the rooftops. It's like a quiet excitement, you know?
I love that one. It's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things, like I'm low-key tired or I'm low-key hungry. It's just a way of saying something without going all out.
And you'll hear that all over the place. Honestly, learning these kinds of expressions is key to sounding like a native speaker.
100% agree. And speaking of sounding natural, let's talk about how Americans use these phrases in everyday situations, like in a conversation at a coffee shop or when you're hanging out with friends.
All right, let's dive into some real-life scenarios where you'd hear these expressions in action. So picture this. You're at a coffee shop with a friend, and you're trying to make plans for the weekend.
Ooh, I love this kind of conversation. So you'd probably start with something like, "What's up? Got any plans for the weekend?"
Exactly. That's the perfect way to start. And your friend might respond with something like, not much. I'm just going to chill at home. You know, low-key.
Oh, I love the low key in there. It makes it sound like they're not doing much, but maybe they're secretly having an epic movie marathon. Low key is a vibe for sure.
Totally. And then you might say, I'm down for whatever. Maybe we can grab some coffee or hit up that new spot downtown?
Yup, that's how it goes. And then they could reply with something like, "I'm down. Let's do it. No cap." Like they're totally in, no doubts.
Exactly. And that's how you know they're really excited about it. If they said no cap, you know it's for real. And the beauty of these phrases is that they're not just for the coffee shop. You can use them in almost any situation.
Oh, for sure. They fit into so many different contexts. Like, if you're talking about something super casual, like a movie night, you could say, "I'm low-key obsessed with that show."
Yes! Or if you're trying to keep things chill, you could say, it's all good. I'm not in a rush. Just hanging out, you know?
Hanging out is another one that's super common. It's just a laid-back way of saying you're not doing anything special, just relaxing or spending time with friends.
Exactly. And that leads me to another great phrase. I'm good. You know, like when someone asks you if you need anything and you're like, nah, I'm good. It's just a way of saying, you're fine. You're set.
Yep, it's the "I'm good" vibe. You could say, "I'm good, I've got everything I need." Or, "Nah, I'm good on that, thanks." Super casual, but it gets the point across.
And then if you're at a party and someone asks if you want more food, you could say, I'm all set. Thanks. It's another way of saying you're good to go.
Oh, "I'm all set" is one of my favorites. It's such a smooth way of saying you're fine, you don't need anything else, but you're still polite about it.
Totally. And these little phrases are what make your speech sound so natural and effortless. They're just part of how Americans talk every day.
Exactly. And speaking of that, let's take a moment to talk about hang in there. That one's super important, especially when someone's going through a tough time.
Oh, yeah, hang in there is huge. You'd say it to someone who's struggling, like if they're stressed out at work or going through a tough situation. It's a way of encouraging them to keep going, not give up.
hang in there, like, hey, I know things are tough, but you've got this. It's supportive, but also gives them a little push to keep going.
Exactly. And another one that's kind of similar is keep your head up. It's a phrase you'd use when someone's feeling down, but you want to remind them that it's all going to be okay.
Keep your head up. It's like saying, don't let the tough times bring you down. It's all about resilience and staying positive.
Exactly. And these expressions, though simple, carry a lot of weight when used in the right context. It's all about reading the situation and knowing what feels natural.
Yep, that's the key. Once you start picking up on these phrases and using them in the right context, you'll find yourself sounding way more fluent. You'll even start thinking in English without realizing it.
100%. It's a game changer when you can think in English, not just translate everything in your head. But like we said earlier, it takes time and practice.
Absolutely. So let's take a moment and talk about why these little phrases and slang matter so much when you're learning English. It's not just about the vocabulary, it's about sounding natural and connected to the culture.
Right. It's not just about memorizing words. It's about understanding the culture and the way people actually talk in real life. The more you immerse yourself, the better you'll get.
All right. We've covered a lot today, but before we wrap things up, let's do a quick recap of the key phrases we've talked about. You know, the ones you'll definitely want to add to your vocabulary.
Yeah, let's do it. First up, we've got what's up, a super casual way to ask someone how they're doing. It's like a greeting, but way more relaxed than how are you?
Exactly. And then there's I'm good and I'm well. Remember, I'm good is fine for casual conversations, but I'm well is what you want to use when you're talking about your health. You've got it, right?
Definitely. And we also covered no cap, which means no lie or for real. It's an easy way to say you're being 100% honest about something.
Yep, and I'm down for that. That's another one that'll make you sound like a pro. It's just a way to say, I'm in or I'm up for it. Super chill and easy.
Oh, for sure. And don't forget about low key, which is all about being chill or not too excited. You can use it when you're talking about being kind of into something but not fully hyped.
Yeah, I'm low-key excited. It's like keeping things cool and casual. But then there's hang in there and keep your head up, both of which are great for giving support to someone going through a tough time.
Exactly. Those two are about encouragement, letting someone know that they'll get through whatever they're dealing with. So it's not just about speaking English, it's about speaking with heart.
Yep, that's the beauty of it. These phrases aren't just words. They're part of how we connect with each other, and that's what makes language so powerful.
And once you start thinking in English, all of this becomes second nature. It's like switching gears. You don't have to pause and translate, you just go with the flow.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Language is a skill. You won't get fluent overnight, but with consistency and practice, you'll get there. So keep working at it, and before you know it, you'll be thinking and speaking in English like a pro.
100%. And remember, don't get discouraged by mistakes. They're part of the process. Every mistake you make is one step closer to mastering the language.
Absolutely. So if you found this episode helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. And hey, if you have any questions or want to share your own tips for thinking in English, drop a comment below.
Yup, we love hearing from you guys. And don't forget, keep practicing, stay curious, and keep hanging in there. You've got this.
That's right. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Until next time, keep your head up and keep speaking English.
Catch you in the next one, everyone. Take care.